there's something that I've always been curious about with pirates. Is the image that we have of them, in films, movies, TV, whatever, is it pretty accurate? Is it far off compared to what they really were? And that's something I think
they're far off.
Never looked into, but yeah.
It
and
depends.
our mermaid's real too.
Yes, both of those are yes. The pirate image, there's going to be some variation in the sense that, like, a corsair is a pirate in the Mediterranean. Like, it's all piracy, but they're like, depending on what body of water you're on, you may dress for the job, right? But generally speaking, the golden age of piracy, which is from give or take 1620 to about 1750. The one we're thinking of. Yeah, they did dress like that. And I'll even give you some specifics. The sashes and the ropes, like the red gold tassel, like the really extravagant stuff, was 100% true. And one of the reasons why is because their guns, I don't know how into firearms y'all are, but it's hard to keep a gun nice on a boat. You know what I mean? Like, your powder's wet, and these things weren't great anyway. So that's why you see a lot of the guns that they had like a club on the hilt. They, I don't know if you can kind of picture these sort of long,
like the wooden kind of type of style.
Exactly. And the trigger, the trigger guard would be sort of enlarged. And what they would do is wear on these huge long silk sashes. They'd tie a gun to both ends of those sashes. Because the idea is, if you're in a fight with someone on a boat, so everything's moving, and you hold that gun out and you pull the trigger, probably doesn't fire. Or if it does and you miss, then you have the hilt to club them quickly as they keep coming. And if that works or doesn't work, you can just drop it. And it's going to stay attached to you, right?
I see.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if you're lucky, pull up the other gun so you're ready to go. Gold earrings, yes, because pirates lived among thieves. And so when you got your portion of booty, your payment, how do you carry that around? You could have it melted down into a single piece of jewelry that you wore. That was, you knew no one's going to rob this without you knowing. And it was also something that would tell your shipmates, if you told them a way to be buried or where you wanted your body sent, it was sort of understood that you would take my earring for that expense. And the eye patch is real, because some pirates, even some who had two perfectly good working eyes, would opt to wear an eye patch to keep one of their eyes continually acclimated to the dark. So that if they had to run below decks to get something, they would switch the eye patch to the other eye, and that eye could see in the dark and find what they were looking for. And the other eye that was used to bright sunlight could come back. Otherwise, you're just in the dark always on the ground, right?
Yeah.